Okay, turn the sound on before I start. Hello everyone, how are you going? Welcome to my 5,000 subscriber special. And I'm just going to... Nicole, thanks for joining us and enjoy going to bed. Good night. Just checking to make sure everything is working. How do I... There we go. Perfect. Evening, Jupkek. Thanks for joining. Gaza 2230. Thanks for coming on. Dan, how you going? Pub test, got an ad. Wonderful. Okay, what is... Stream's all working well. Everything's working. Okay, guys, if you're watching on the Facebook, you're not going to be able to participate in the chat with your comments, I'm afraid. Ever since my Facebook account got hacked, I have had to make my password insanely strong, and that doesn't work with this software. I'm getting a lot of jittering here. Is anyone else getting jittering? Is anyone else getting jittering? No one's getting jittering on the stream? Yeah, it's jittery? Okay. Why the hell's that happening? Okay, is that better? Is that better? Is that better? You've got it good. Dan's got a jittery. Gaza's asking if it's Simpsons things in the background. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm just changing some recording here. Ah, you know what this could be. You know what this could be, guys. Because I had my graphics card die, it may not be using the right hardware to do it. Okay, that seems to be low latency capture. Okay. No way, I'm not restarting. Okay, guys, so thanks for joining. Welcome. Roscoe's asking, yes, any dodgy building photos tonight? Yes, we will have. So I think... I don't know what's going on with my stream here. Sound is better though. All good here, all good here. Okay, guys, well, let's get into it. Hey, we'll get into it here. And how many have we got on? Oh yeah, we got, what, 20 people watching already. Very good. Very good. So yes, thank you all for joining to help celebrate reaching 5,000 subscribers. Thank you all, everyone. It's only been 9 months since I did my last video about this. There you go, Rail. Thanks for joining. So, everyone, get your Steiner coffee ready. Cheers. 5,000 subs. I'm happy with that. Oh, Luke's reminding me it's 5.1. Shh. Luke, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. No. 5,000. 5,000. Yeah. So, I thought what we'd do is we'd look at a few things today. I've got the dodgy builders that people have shown. And... oh, great. Okay, 1 second, guys. 1 second. What's happened is there's a bug in my software that if I change my desktop, nope. If I change my desktop, trying to figure stuff out, it drops all of the screens on this software. Okay, so that should be good. Is that working? Fantastic. So, plan for tonight is we'll have a look at at some projects. So a few of you sent in some photos, and I thought we'd have a look and have a bit of fun at looking at some dodgy projects and having a talk about them. Then we'll do a bit of an update to the Freedom map, and then I wanted to talk about another mapping idea I had, which is to map dodgy buildings, and just to get your opinion on that. Christoph, thank you very much for the support for hitting 5k. I appreciate it. Pub test. Oh, the days of double-digit subs. Feels like a lifetime ago. What, were you there when I had when I was below 100? So yeah, I think yes. What? Wow. Well, also, because the YouTube told me that you need to celebrate your milestones with your subscribers, and what we'll do is we'll look at my first video if you haven't seen that, and we'll take a vote to see who wants me to grow the beard again. So Clara's doing some art. And needs the screen for images. That's fine, Clara. We'll explain it to you. We'll talk you through what's happening. So I've got 4 things to look at. Hang on, here we go. Jupiter's going. And with the YouTube algorithm, you can enjoy a 5,000 sub stream again in 9 months' time. Yes, yeah, we probably can. We'll probably be doing it again in 9 months' time. Yeah, I know. So let's have a look. We've got 4 projects that people have shared with me. And the first one is a Gold Coast apartment building down the Gold Coast. So I'll just read through here what was shared to me. Luke's apparently Lonnie's been multiply enculturated. Bugger. What's wrong? 30-pound tradie? Am I growing a beard again? Oh, bugger. It's crazy, you know, a week of just working and the beard goes. This is bullshit. I grow hair everywhere but on my head, you know? So, guys, this is a project down the Gold Coast. Now, it's a 9-year-old building on the GC, on the Gold Coast. The developer went bankrupt after it was completed. The pictures show flooding from stormwater pipes coming out of wall cavities and lighting fixtures on different floors and apartments throughout. Some apartments were covered in 2 inches of water. These issues continued whenever it rains, with different flooding popping up in different apartments. Wow. Concrete issues and cracking in basement under the pool, plus concrete issues in the fire escape stairways. There's flammable cladding and it's rusted underneath. So not only do they have flammable cladding, they've got rusted flammable cladding. The builder only glued the panels on, and now they've been hanging off, which the OSM has been aware of for months. Owners have expressed their concern that panels have been hanging off and can't fall and injure someone. Nothing's been fixed. Apparently they've been advised. You know, the QBSA has been advised nothing's happened. All windows have been randomly smashing. And things happen only weeks before pipes burst on multiple levels. And this is from a viewer here who just sold out. It's just moving out. So you can have a look here. Here's the, some cladding here. Rusted flammable cladding would be a good brand name. Well, rusted flammable cladding does cost more. Yeah, it does, guys. It does. So if you have a look here, let's have a look at a close-up of some of the rust underneath. Now, with this type of cladding, with the Alpolic or the other alternatives, you can see here how it's just hanging off. You can see here how it's just hanging off. Look at that. Now, you don't need to fix them. You can just glue them on. That's an acceptable method of fixing it because it's so light. So, if you use like a 3M, like a super tape, that stuff's not going anywhere. I've got friends who use it all the time as signage, and he actually did it for my shopfront sign, made it out of this stuff, and I tried to pull it off, and it was stuck so bloody hard I couldn't tear it off. But if they don't use that quality tape, because there's alternatives, of course there's always bloody alternatives, you're going to get stuff like this happening, aren't you? You're going to get dodginess happening here. And just have a look at that rust damage. There. Just have a look at that rust damage. Wow. Jupiter is going like they used to use in the UK Tower. Yes. Yeah. This stuff has caused problems everywhere. I did a video on it the other day where I interviewed my good friend Grant Mason talking about the implications of this stuff on buildings and how it's affecting insurance, the potential for certifiers to get insurance. Enmity is congratulating me on 5,000 subs. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate your support. Pub test. You wanted external cladding that keeps the weather out. That will cost extra. Jiggy bastard. Yeah. Well, yeah, that wasn't specified. You know what? I know you're making a joke there, but there's probably some smart ass builder that's going, well, you didn't specify that it had to be waterproof explicitly. I bet you. So if we have a look here inside the apartment, so they're getting up to what, 2 centimeters of water all across just the living spaces. You can have a look here. Look at this. I mean, look at this type of crap you got to do with towels everywhere. I have to do this in my house regularly, nearly every day. Do you know why? Because we stick 3 toddlers in a bathtub. None of that water stays in there. It all comes out and goes everywhere. Our timber floor is going to get in the bathroom. We plan to get rid of it. But you don't want that in an apartment, and you don't want it coming from stormwater pipes. I mean, look here. It's coming down in the walls, and it's just going through everywhere. And these carpets, and obviously they're measuring it. That's happened here. And this is oh, look right near the UPS. And that's APC, good brand UPS. I've got those. Yep, we'll tick that. My cat cladding is so flesh it's sprouting leaves. And Luke, you'd hunt down the builder. Yeah, but the problem is there are too many of them. Oh, well, they go bust. They do the runner. It could be worse. It could be sewerage. Yes, you're right. You're right, mate. That's a real positive spin to look at it, isn't it? It really is. It could be worse. And, well, send in some examples. So, you know, this is what's happening in the apartment, and where's it coming from? So they've had to go in to look at this type of damage in here. So coming in from this wall here, and we'll look at a close-up there. Oh, wait, no, this is a different part. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead. I'll need to have a stein of coffee. I'll just check on the Facebookers. Oh, yeah, we've got 3 people watching Facebook. Hello, guys. Someone made a comment and I can't see it. Oh, it was me. There we go. So yeah. You didn't say the shower floor had to be waterproof. Oh, that can be addressed. So if we have a look here, you know, you can see here, so it's coming down through the stormwater pipes. And here's in the basement. Look at this. Let's do a close-up of that one. We'll look there. Look at what's happening right here. Water just flooding out of this pipe right in the basement there. Look at that joint. That's just a dodgy joint right there. I mean, that's terrible. So yeah, Jupkek is still thinking the sewerage could be good for your grass. Welcome, Lee. Thanks for joining, mate. What's this? I had a neighbor who tasted the spring that popped out in my front yard and said it was fresh water. Turns out it was sewage. Oh, come on. You're kidding us there, Luke. That didn't happen, did it? Well, it is Tasmania, isn't it, mate? Hey, Andrew. Thanks for joining. We're just looking at a project on the Gold Coast here. And we're seeing some basement dwelling leaking. And this is a 9-year-old building where the developer went bust. So you can see this is one of the big problems. And water is coming through the building. That's the big thing. Thanks for the congrats, Lee. Thanks for subscribing and supporting the channel. Appreciate it. And so Luke's neighbor was drinking sewage. Is that someone in Lonnie, mate? I've got to go visit Lonnie again. I've got to do it. So we also had the problem with the basements have been out of order for months. And you've got all, you know, the seeping out of the concrete, and that looks really disgusting. It really just destroys the paintwork and makes it look like, you know, you're building shit. And here we can see, just making sure I can, it's coming up on the screen. This is the damage underneath the pool. There. Look at all that. see here some, go a bit closer. And you can have a look here. So I know, I think Crypto Tim has asked me to do some things on what to look for, and I will do that as a video. If you watch this one, mate, I'll do that as a video eventually, but these are the type of things just to keep an eye out for. Any dodgy shit like this, I mean, you may get too excited when you're walking through somewhere and looking at it and just not notice it. Concrete cancer. I'd have to get a better look at it, but it looks like, yeah, I mean, it looks like it's rusting, isn't it, and cracking all the way through, but it could just be something seeping. It looks like it. The rust has gotten to the Rio. PHPR, really enjoyed this channel sub 2 weeks ago. Kept it up. Thanks, mate. Thanks for a new sub. Welcome. We're just looking at some scary buildings down the Gold Coast. I tell you, my mother, because, you know, we went through the fun of finding her somewhere to live down the Gold Coast, and then we went through a lot of these places, and she wanted to get like a 1-bedroom little place near surface because she liked the coffee shops. And I remember walking there, seeing the tiles pop up and all this dodginess there and the paint peeling. I'm going, no, you don't want to live here. And she was so excited, you know. And the agent's going, oh, you shouldn't listen to your son, you know, go with your feelings sometimes. I'm going, no, you're not buying here. I'm not letting you. And she's really happy now that she didn't. She's really happy. Angie Rainbow, congrats on 5K subs. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. So, Jupiter Gold Coast is very dodgy. Yeah, well, I grew up down there. I went from Miami High for the win, guys. Cheers. Thumbs up if you're a Gold Coaster, you know? Thumbs up if you're a Gold Coaster. So, yes, I mean, there you go. This is a big... Whenever you're in a basement, look for repair damage. Look for where, like, differences in the concrete color, where they've patched it, and then you know something's wrong. That's a big warning sign in these type of apartments. Because the thing is, you know, with a little Queensland or even a little attached thing, if there's some damage, you could fix it yourself. Or you could hire someone to fix your little building. And that's not the end of the world. It's not going to be as expensive as having to go in with a whole bunch of people that are all going to be pains in the ass. Then you have to get other professionals in just to give you advice. I mean, we've all seen what's happening with Mascot now. They can't even go home. And it's, oh. So look at here. They've got, you know, electrical lighting not working. Oh, Rachel, you're watching. Thank you, honey. Also look for painted metal plate. Yes, I tried to find a photo of that, and what she's referring to is where we used to have our office. And you know what? It was in a little local shopping center, and what they did is, you know what? I'll see if I can find it. Well, no, I can't find it. I'll show you another time, guys. They had in the toilets, what they did is they just put, because there's all this concrete cancer in the ceiling, they just put a piece of metal, lightweight metal plate up there, and they painted it to hide what was happening, and then they sold the building. And this was a big, purchaser, like an investor for, I don't know who, one of the big ones, they're managed by one of the big brands, and they had gotten this defects dilapidation inspection done. Okay, they had a professional go through it, and they didn't know that it was riddled with concrete cancer. Now, what are you going to? That's the problem. What are you going to do if you have a professional that's you've hired to go through it, and they can't even find it on a big commercial building like that at $20 million? How is it going to be with you buying your little dinky apartment for nearly $1 million? But beside the point. So that's where the whole argument of having yearly structural people going through these old inspections. That's why I've lost a lot of confidence with it. I'm just checking out on the YouTube. Hey Andrew, thanks for joining, mate. To everyone on the Facebook, I can't see your comments. I can't display them on the screen because my passwords are too complicated. Rachel, they think you're a stalker. Well, yeah, she can't get enough of me. You know, she just hangs around all the time. These girls. Yeah. Yes, I was Florine's first groupie. Remember that time, honey, we went out to a nightclub and we actually met one of my groupies? That was funny. That was really funny. Don't the inspectors have insurance? Luke is asking. And I'll just send that through now. Yes, they do, but if they can't find it, you know, even if they have insurance, that's still a process to get it. It's not instant money. You got to sue them. So, yeah, that was an example. And I'll find that photo and I'll show it to you another time. So, I mean, here you go. Look at what's happening here in this. I mean, it's gross. It's terrible. It's a real shitty build, isn't it? And, oh. So, fortunately, they've sold. They've sold and they've got out of this apartment. So this is from a viewer on the Gold Coast. So I think we can all raise a glass or a stein to the subscriber who got out of this apartment building. You're bloody lucky. Bloody lucky. Okay. Very good. Oh, look at that. We got 47 watching. Thanks, guys. Okay, let's have a look at another one. Okay, and this is a private house. Private house down. Oh, I don't know where it is. But some of the interesting things are, it was as an extension. So these are some photos, and I'm reading what he's sent me. These are some photos that I took to give you an indication of how poorly my house was constructed. I hope they might be of some use to you. You know what? I'm going to just turn that off and see if that improves something. Sorry guys, I just changed a recording file type to try and make it go faster. Glass bricks never date. In Dever Hills in Victoria. Which one? The Gold Coast? Glass bricks are a nightmare waiting to happen, yeah. Yeah, they are. So the house was constructed. I hope they may be of some use. After we removed the carpet, it became obvious that even the walls were not straight. Had my bathroom renovated only to learn it's not even waterproofed. Shit. Had another garage door installed where they cut into the supporting beam of the house and the concrete below because they miscalculated and didn't want to manufacture another one. Another one. Oh, it's your house. Oh, don't tell everyone. It's meant to be anonymous. It's meant to be anonymous. You know, I'm meant to keep it anonymous, aren't I? Well, yeah. I mean, your one, mate, Svetka, with this type of job here. This type of job where they were cutting out into the wall or into the beam for your bloody thing. It's just insane. It's just insane. Doxed. It's not doxed if they do it themselves, is it? It's not doxed if they do it themselves. So, we've looked here, we've got some tile cracking from lack of waterproofing. Now, a few issues that can be, you could try and do a home remedy of this, going into Bunnings and getting a sealant that you can put into it, but the cracks are too big. The cracks are too big. You're probably going to have to replace the tiles. Honestly, you could probably do a better job yourself. You could probably do a better job yourself. I will show you, you know, hang on. Because my mother actually did a lot of, we walked into this little tiny place and she didn't want to, you know, first thing she said, oh, I need a new bathroom, I need a new kitchen, oh, it's all terrible. And she ended up, you know, doing a whole lot by herself, patching things, doing tiling, and saving a lot of money. I'm trying to find what she did. One sec, guys, because she actually did some retiling in her own bathroom, and it looked really good. So you may want to do that. She sends me so many photos. You know, funny that. Well, here we go. Okay, I'll copy the image. So, particularly if something like this happens, I mean, for a home reno, going to get Heiser to do house inspections. Not on your life, mate. Not on your life. I don't want to get, you know, bugger it all up. PUBG, I'd be scared to invite Heiser experts over to my house. Nah, not at all. I'd teach you, you know, all the cheap. You haven't seen our house, mate. It's worse than anyone's. So, I mean, this here is just an example where, okay, in this wall here, in this wall at the back, the building and pest inspector, he came with his little water moisture detector, and he detected water going through this building here. Water in this wall here. So what we did is we took up all the skirting, and because we were putting in some nice vinyl plank flooring, and we discovered an ant's nest in there and a whole lot of crap in that wall. And there was some moisture running along the other side of this wall. So what we did is we actually hired a specialist plumber to come and check the wall right there. So I am just shutting down a few other things, guys. So we had a specialist plumber to come and check this tray. So what he did is, for I think $500, he put in some water and a dye, and then tracked where the leak was happening, and identified a little leak on this side and a little leak here. So what my mother did is she just got some grout and she grouted up all along here, and then she replaced all these tiles here that were damaged herself, and then she cleaned all the ones here. So, you know, Svetka, you can do some repair work yourself for something like this. One thing you want to think about as well is behind the taps here, water could, if it's not properly sealed, water can get in and get in behind the wall. So yeah, those are the two things. But this is too big. A little bottle sealant won't cover up a gap that much. Hang on. I'm on a live stream. I can't talk yet. So yeah. So that's some advice for your cracking there, but the fact that you paid for it, it's really sad. I'll have a look here. More quality workmanships, and I'm just checking here. Yep, just checking the stream. Everything's going very good. The fact that the walls aren't straight is just normal. That's not really something that is ever going to be straight, but you'd hope that the flooring, if you get underneath here. So if say you're putting a flooring in, you want to take off all of the skirtings and even get underneath, you know, get a tool to cut underneath there if you're putting something new in, because then you want to put it over, because there's always going to be a little, the element here, the skirting, is designed to hide the joint between the wall and the flooring. So that's kind of what you want to make sure happens. Hey Jeff, thanks for joining in. Jupiter Keck is looking at houses 200 years. Remember, 200 years old. Well, hard in this country, mate. Hard in this country. So yes, so, you know, the fact that they put, what do they do here? The fact that they cut the existing building to fit the bloody garage door in is insane. You should call the manufacturer and complain about the builder. But yeah, I mean, here in Queensland, if you have a problem with a builder, if it's in Queensland, you can report it to the local building authority, and I'd have to find out who the body is in Victoria as well to get you to submit to that. But there you go. I mean, and just glass bricks. I mean, the finish here is not very nice. So, I mean, these. How long has it been since this happened, Svetka? You know, the whole bathroom isn't even waterproofed. How long has it been? Is it still within the defects liability period? Can you make a list of defects and put it onto them, or was it, you know, just through a handyman? So that's the issue. And some of these contracts are a bit dodgy too. The master builders contracts. So what have we got here? Wait a minute. Okay, just checking everything's working. Good. Okay, so what we'll do is let's have a look at another one. And this one isn't quite as dodgy. It's a this is carpenter builder, and these are just some. See, who can guess the dodgy thing in this image here? So come on, let's have a look in the comments, guys. Who can let me know what they're worried about? Is anyone else? Are you getting audio issues, guys? Audio's fine. We could embarrass him with the store. Never mind the warranty period. Yes. The thing is, it depends how the building's managed. Audio's fine. Audio's fine. Yeah, it's a bit hard with this. Audio's perfect, and so is the video. Okay, good. Good. Okay, so do we have any guesses as to what the problem is in this picture? Any guesses? Beams a bit, how you going? Well, yeah. I mean, look at what they did here. Look what they did here. They filled it in with just vertical studs. I mean, it's going to hold. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, vertical stumps holding up the floor. The wall above the floor is uneven. Oh, it's the vertical stumps is the big one. I mean, they were very ingenuitive. They invented their own laminated veneer lumber out of studs. You know, good on them. Good on them. So, and we've got another one here. Who can guess? Who can let us know what's wrong with this one? This photo here. I'll have another swig of my coffee. Christoph knows how you play the bullshit when you stuff it up. Yeah, it's a feature. That's it. It's a feature. Good. Split base plate. Yeah. The 2 pieces of lumber. It's duct tape. Well, notice how we have these other, you know, kind of maybe it needs to at least attach above. They're hanging it off here and they got all this shit in the middle. Nothing good nail lamination. 2 small nails. Gaza likes it. A way to get rid of the cutoffs. So, I mean, they haven't done it as nice as I'd like it. You know? It's dodgy shit. Save money on a beam, they've miscut it, or they've done something rather than replace the engineered timber product. They went short. They went short. So I'd have to check the calculations if that had depends on how far the span is going over here, if that would affect the engineering. Never let offcuts go to waste. Yeah, this is the hippies. You'd pass it, Pete? Yeah? Still. You wouldn't be calling them back for your next job, though, would you? You wouldn't call them back for the next job. So, let's have a look at the last one today that was shared with us. And this is just sloppy. Just sloppy. Not as dodgy, but just sloppy, this one. Because you got your joint right here. And the architect in me doesn't like it. I'd rather line it up here or line it up here. You know? Just looks messy. Just looks messy. You want it all nice, even if you do it separate. TAFE is pumping out quality. Yes. Oh. So yeah, guys, those are the 4 examples that I've received for the 5,000 special. I think I might put a call out every now and then, try and get more. We'll do this again. Did you enjoy looking at some different different projects with different issues. You know, would this be something that you'd like to see again with the dodgy construction? What was your favorite bugger up? Pete, that's plenty for me. Send them through, Pete, if you want. Be great. Svetka made you feel better. Okay, fantastic. That's good. It was sarcasm, not a recycling suggestion. How about examples of well-crafted ones? Yeah, sure. Sure, if you can find them. I guess the issue was funny. Sorry that we know one of the victims, yeah. Ange wants to see more videos. Okay. Great. So we'll try and get some more of you know, this type of stuff. So if you have anything, guys, send it to me and we can have a talk about it. Now what we'll do is I'm going to insert an ad, because I've never done that before, and see if it works. And then we will go over Gaza wants me to talk about good architecture and design. Oh, I don't know. People like hearing about bad stuff more. Whenever I talk about anything good, you don't get any views. But yeah, okay. I'll insert an ad, and then when I get back, we'll go to the freedom map. Okay? Okay, so I think that worked. I think that worked. Maybe that's just in the view afterwards. Okay. Luke wants to do his freedom map first. Okay, well, there's a few things I want to look at with regards to the freedom map. Luke, I want to add 2 organizations first that we haven't really added. Jeff, thanks to shows like yours, I bought a house built in 1985. Better quality, less risk. Yes, hopefully. Hopefully. You know, it may be a bit older, but it's also a little bit simpler, the construction. How did the pyramids get built with such fine stone masonry? Very slow construction period. Very slow construction period. Rachel's got add Rugby Australia, and I didn't even tell her that I was planning to do that. See, that's just marriage right there. That's years have been, what, 14 years now been together? 14 years? So we've got 2 organizations that I would like to add. One is Rugby Australia. Rugby Australia. And I need to go. Let me just start up Google Earth Pro. Rachel for the win. Yes, exactly. So have a look here. How come Rachel didn't get the map updated directly, eh? Oh, I don't know, mate. She's been out all day playing and seeing friends, play dates. You know, I've been here working all day. So let's find the headquarters for Rugby Australia, which is at Driver Avenue, Moore Park in New South Wales. Rugby Australia. Now, for those of you that aren't aware, not Rugby Australia, the Freedom Map is what I've created as a way of documenting really authoritarianism, or the spread of leftist authoritarianism and other issues here in Australia. You can find it at my website, says.highs.com.au. Click on the Freedom Map, and you can see it here. And you can also make submissions. You can also find it at freedommap.com.au, and it'll take you there as well. So yes. So Let's have a look. Driver Ave. Driver Ave. Oh, well, they're posh location, huh? Posh location. And we'll go to Sydney. We'll go to Sydney. Everyone hopes Izzy will win. Yeah, I'm glad it's actually going to court, guys. I'm glad it's going to court. Okay, I'm just looking at some features on YouTube. So sorry, while I was staring off down there. So this will be an organization. Where is it? Here it is. Driver Avenue. And we'll edit this. The name of the organisation. Rugby Australia. The type, sporting. Description. Source news. Move a link. So what should we call them? Anti-free speech, yeah. Anti-free speech. Happy with that, guys? We'll save. Very good. And the next organization that we will be adding to the freedom map is, can you guess? What's this? Work is monitoring the case and will make necessary changes to our policies once it plays out. Can't wait for it to play out. Bugger. Lone Wolves. Wonder what religion the CEO of rugby is. Satanist. Actually, she looks like a villain from Cruella, Disney cartoons, like Cruella de Vil. Am I the only one that's noticed that? She looks like a bad guy. She really does look like a bad guy. And she doesn't, I don't know. She looks like a bad guy. Am I the only one that sees that? With the Rachel said before, she said today she needs to hire a stylist. You know, she needs to hire a stylist just to make her over. Yeah, a goth, but not a you know, like a cute goth, like from that crime show or whatever, the lab. I don't remember, or Pushing Up Roses or something like that. No, not like that. Probably a goth when you hit 45. Maybe. But yeah, no, that was just, yeah, terrible optics. So we've got her, you know, the Wicked Witch fighting the young prince. So maybe this will become a cartoon some stage. So what we're looking at now. I found out she used to be the CEO of the Bulldogs and ruined them. It makes sense. Oh, well, there you go. I mean, honestly, guys, we all know that AFL's the only game. And Collingwood for life, eh? Cheers. And suddenly I go back down to 200 subs. So, Qantas head office there at 10 Burke Road in New South Wales. What? The Mascot Road. Oh, shit. They are. Oh. Well. So, maybe it isn't so bad that all the problems in Mascot. Oh, crap. So, where are we looking at here? I'm just zooming out. Yeah, near Mascot Towers. Oh, well, there you go. Oh. I want to start actually mapping the some of the construction projects that we have with issues around Australia. So I hope it's actually fair to do it. It's fair to do it. Okay, what's this street up here? This is strange where it's... Brook Road, okay. They have a massive staff car park. Our staff are complaining they will be selling it out. See on the map. Just having a look. Ah, yeah. Come on. Am I looking in the right bloody place? Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Idiot. I'm looking at the other side of Sydney. Yeah, thanks for just letting me look around the wrong part of Sydney pub. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Do you think more units will come onto the market to get out soon? What do you mean? Do you think there's going to be more problems? Yeah, I think so. I think definitely we're going to see more and more come onto the market. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Do you even Sydney? No, I don't Sydney. I don't Sydney. So it's right near the airport. Why the hell are people paying $1 million? I mean, look at this. $1 million for a shitty apartment here. A 1-bedroom little shitbox, 750 grand. Right near the airport. What? Why? Why? Oh. Kafka, thanks for, thank you for the congratulations. Appreciate it. Oh, look at me going around all the bloody place. Okay, Coward Street, Qantas, there we go. Found it eventually. Found it eventually. Okay, Qantas. Now, did everyone see the interview on Sky News with Alan Jones and Izzy? And just how Jonesy goes through and explains it all, how Qantas was communicated with. G Slim, thanks for the congratulations. Thank you very much. It's 5,000 subs. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for subscribing. This keeps me out of trouble. It means I don't annoy Rachel all the time, complaining about these things. It means I got you guys to ramble on about. So, airline. Anti-free speech. But no, it was really good, that interview. It was really quite good. News source. But I think I heard somewhere else as well that the Australian government has provided more money to rugby than what do you call it? Qantas. So there we go. So we've got 2 organisations that I've added to the Freedom Map. Jeff, big effort, 5,000, lots of hours. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's fun. Keeps me out of trouble. Keeps me out of trouble. Izzy said they tried to pay him to take down the post. I'd not be surprised. He should have recorded it. Like what happened in America now, you know, everyone's recording everything. It's just BS, isn't it? It really just is what they're doing. It's just BS. So what do we have here? Now we will go through some other submissions, and Luke requested his one. Is this the Tasmanian man sentenced to 8 years, or was there another one? Luke, which one did you want to add first? Tasmanian man sentenced to 8 years prison for raping a 76-year-old woman. Tasmanian man sentenced to 8 years prison for raping a 76-year-old woman. Sudanese raped a 76-year-old woman in Launceston and got 8 years jail. And he's shared a news article with us. The problem with the Freedom Map, particularly all the crime, is that it can depress the hell out of me if I put too much of it on here. You know? It can depress the hell out of me. Understandably. So that's why I want to add more things to it and mix it up a bit. Because it does depress the hell out of me if I just see it. Where is it? Oh, he broke into her home in West Launceston. Fantastic. Because Lonnie's a beautiful city. It's a really beautiful city. Did everyone hear about the grandmother that was a permanent resident here in Australia and was threatened to be deported because she'd gone blind and she didn't meet the test anymore for PR, and she just died 2 weeks after they told her? Did anyone see that in the media? I sent that to my mother. I keep telling her she needs to get her Australian citizenship. But it's just stuff like that's just crazy. It really is. Oh, this is tough. What's wrong with this nutcase? Why the hell would you do that to a 76-year-old woman? I mean, come on. So it's just getting a bit stupid, isn't it? They want to deport a grandmother. How? The problem is, it's these bureaucrats. It's these bloody bureaucrats you've got sitting there that are just paper pushers that don't give a shit or can't think. They can't think. So they just jump through the hoops. Okay, so Lonnie has now made it onto the Freedom Map. Congratulations. Congratulations. Just looking through what I have here. Try and find something that isn't in Melbourne or Sydney. So we can spread it a bit. Looks like you've sent me the statistics for crime in Tasmania. And you only got 8 years. Yeah. You only got 8 years. It's getting a bit nuts, isn't it, guys? It really is. It really is. Welcome, Alania, to Facebook. Sorry I couldn't, I didn't notice your comment, but the Facebook ones aren't coming up in my feed at the moment because I had to change some passwords. So Lonnie's now on the Freedom Map. Isn't that fantastic? Which is really sad. I loved my trips down to Launceston. Okay, let's have a look here. What do we have? A brawl outside a cafe in St. Albans. Is that in Melbourne? St. Albans. Oh, well, there you go. St. Albans. What's going on, guys? Well, we all know what's going on. We all know what's going on. That's my neck of the woods. Good old St. Albans. Was that the Vietnamese versus the Sudanese one? Yes, it was. It was the Vietnamese between the Sudanese one. That's the thing with Asians. They're based pretty much. They won't give a crap. They won't fall for all this SJW shit, which frankly I've got a lot of respect for, to be honest. Who won? I'll send you the article. So, tensions between the Vietnamese and African communities in Melbourne's northwest are at boiling point, residents say, after a string of petty thefts led to chairs being thrown down a heated street brawl. Members of two groups clashed on Christmas Eve, reportedly over cigarettes outside the Sung Hong restaurant on Alfredia Street, in St. Albanese. Ah, yes, I think I've seen this in footage, but I haven't actually added it to the Freedom map. Okay, so that's good. We'll add that to it. Okay, where is it? Near. What's that road? Main road. It's High Street. So is anyone, how's the footage? We're getting no buffering issues, nothing like that? No stuttering? I thought they'd calm down over the years. Yeah, but it'd be different for a shop owner. Can you imagine a shop owner getting the shits? Good, Count's watching. Thanks, mate. Okay, hang on. Hey, honey, come in. How are you going? She okay?
Hi, everyone. Oh, no, she just threw up everywhere and I need to go to the chemist.
Oh, who?
Oh, are you able to hold her while
Yeah,
you do
sure.
this?
What happened?
I don't know. But she rejected her bottle and threw up the Panadol I gave her.
Oh. Okay.
Or do you think I should take her with me?
Oh, I'll cut this short then. I'll take her.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I give it? Should I wait for you to finish?
I'll be 5 minutes. Let me just put this one on here, and then
Sorry,
I'll take her to the
everyone.
chemist. Oh, guys, that's gonna be that's probably gonna be the end of the stream.
Probably tell them what happened if they didn't hear me.
Oh, if you didn't hear, Odelia kind of had a little incident and put her dinner everywhere. So, is she running a temp? No, I don't think she is. I don't think she is. You know what I reckon it is? I put money on it. Teething. I recognize that face. It's teething. I just want to find this bloody thing. Hang on. I'm going to find this restaurant. Oh, you know what? No, I'm doing it next week. Well, guys, thank you all very much for joining me for this live stream. Thank you all for 5,000 subscribers. It's really good. And yeah, let's keep going till we hit 10,000 subs. Please send me any submissions you have for the next dodgy constructions, and I'm going to send in start mapping some of these buildings as well. So I will update the freedom map a bit more, but I got to go to the chemist, guys. So thank you all very much. I really appreciate it, and it was fun. So time to take care of babies. See you guys.